Hey guys, so I'm back. Welcome to AmbiguiT, and it's me, Spencer, your Saturday guy. And today we're talking about is trends becoming a trend on social media. And in my opinion, yes and no. In a sense of it being a trend, like people are just doing it to do it, and then it being a trend of like it's gaining more attention. So let me start off with how people are doing it to do it. So from my experience, depending on which social media platform you're on, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, from those varieties, I believe, it depends on how people are viewing transgender topics, but specifically trans men. From what I notice on Instagram is I see a lot of, and it's just what I'm seeing, a lot of passable white trans men, or in this case guys, who are saying that they're trans, they don't care what anyone thinks, and like flashing it and they're glorifying being trans. Um, in some cases it's kind of similar on YouTube, but not exactly, because on YouTube you can do one thing and you keep going with it progressively, or you can change it. On Instagram, it's like constantly back to back on your feed. You see, I'm trans, FDM, FDM, trans guys do it better, etc. And it's like they're all doing this one thing, this one specific image of being trans and what it looks like, and it's this hyper masculine persona, and that's not what it is. It's not what being trans is about, because trans looks different on everybody. On the other note of, say, like Facebook, there could be people who are trans, but they just talk about trans issues. They don't glorify their transition, they don't talk so much about what it was like before the transition, or like dysphoria, etc. Or, however, on the other side of it, where it's getting more attention, such as with trans women, or in the case of like trans men getting more attention, or like whether it's artists, actors, etc., it is good in a way, but then it's also, again, trying to shed light on only one specific trans ideal or one specific trans person, and not the case. So yeah, and overall, I think it is becoming a trend, but either way is taking the good and the bad of it in a way, because I know people that came to me asking what transgender means, but then when they went to transition, they didn't want to, I guess, go through it fully in a way, because they would come to me in a case of like they think they're trans, but then they don't want to go to all of them. Like, okay, you can do that, that's your personal opinion, but then it's like, oh, well, from the media, from what I've seen, you have to go to all these steps. It's like, you don't have to. That's just how the media perceives what trans is, and that's not the case. So, is it becoming a trend? Kind of, sort of. It all depends on like who you're talking about and the varieties of what a trend is. So yeah, along with it being really well known, there's also a lot of misconceptions, such as like trans men are actually lesbians, which isn't the case for every trans man out there. So yeah, or trans masculine person out there. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Oh, and another note: this beautiful shirt that I'm wearing, this is from the Ways to Raise Foundation, which is a transgender company that raises fundings for transgender people of color and for trans people needs. I will link below their giveaway that they're having within the coming month, along with their actual website. So yeah, this says Black Trans Lives Matter, and they do, and I love the shirt. So yeah, until next time, guys. Bye bye.